You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your full roster of weekly spoilers for Monday, May 6th, all the way through Friday, May 10th. The baby secret is out to some degree by Monday. Starts on Friday, but it really picks up speed on Monday. We've got a surprise pregnancy with serious high-risk medical complications. We've got brainwashing, affairs, dirty DiMera deeds, so much to talk about. If you have not, please reach down, click subscribe. Otherwise, let's dive right in with spoilers for Monday, May 6, 2024, which is season 59, episode 181. So on Friday, Leo tells EJ, drunk Leo, tells EJ that his son is still alive because that is who Leo thinks that baby Jude is, EJ's son. He's wrong, but that's okay. And EJ is going to choke him. Leo's looking for a payoff. EJ is looking to kill someone. And he's going to go see Sloane in a showdown that starts on Friday and carries over onto Monday the 6th. And Sloane absolutely gobsmacks EJ when she tells him, Jude is not your baby. He is Nicole and Eric's baby. And wow, he is going to be floored. He's not going to want to believe it. Johnny and Chanel talk through their options about her pregnancy. And her mom, Paulina Price, is absolutely devastated to find out that she exposed their baby to that radioactive iodine treatment, which makes the pregnancy high risk. And it's very much a wait and see, observe, something bad could happen. They said you might not even know until after you give birth that there's been some kind of effect of the radiation. So it's a big choice they have to make and to think about. Jada Hunter and Rafe Hernandez get busy nesting and decorating his house to suit her taste now that they're moving in together and she's officially divorced. And Stephanie Johnson is very upset because Everett writes an article about Paulina that just trashes her. And of course, this is all coming from EJ as far as I can see. Tuesday, May 7th, episode 182 of season 59. Maggie tells Xander, Sarah, and Constantine that Victor's will was probated, which I think means everything is settled. You go through probate after somebody dies and the court decides officially who gets what, all that. And it's according to the will unless anybody challenges it. So it looks like everything is settled. But the problem is, of course, we know that Xander's been cheated out of his inheritance, so this could get messy. Marlena and John come up with a plan to deal with creepy Constantine, and they loop Steve Johnson in on it. And Sloane talks to Melinda Trask and tells her that Leo blabbed to EJ. EJ came to her and that she told EJ about Nicole and Eric, and she's hoping that he's going to keep quiet. Teresa worries that Kristen DiMera is actually going to steal Alex Kiriakis from her, and Kristen decides to make Brady jealous by flaunting her very physical fling with Alex. Wednesday, May 8th, 2024 is episode 183 of the current season, and Eric is busy working on a story with Nicole at the Spectator. They are working on a story about homelessness in Salem, and Nicole kind of sidestepped when she told EJ what she was working on because he didn't want her going out by herself. And she said cryptically, I'm going out with a photographer, but she didn't tell him it was Eric because I think she knows he wouldn't like it. As Eric and Nicole are working on their story, they start talking about Sloane, and I wonder if he is going to tell her about his suspicions. Ava Vitale and Harris Michaels are stunned by something they find out about Clyde's black book. Remember, they were having a hard time finding it, and then Stefan caught them looking, and then they told him about it, and Stefan's like, okay, if it'll get rid of Clyde, let's all look, and then they found it. So clearly they are leafing through it, and they find something important. Teenager Aaron, who is new, wants to go to prom with Sophia, who is Holly's friend that we met already. But Sophia tells Holly that she wants to go with Tate. And of course, Holly wants to go with Tate, but she can't. I wonder if they're going to each go with the other guy and like swap dates or something. That seems like a very teenage hijinks kind of adventure to get into. And Johnny talks to his dad, EJ, about Chanel's pregnancy, about the radiation, and about all the concerns. And of course, EJ was was one who was telling Chad to go persecute Paulina over the radiation, and now all of this has come back around and become very personal to EJ. So we'll see what he says. Thursday, May 9th, 2024, season 59, episode 184. Maggie is shocked when she finally learns the truth about Constantine Meleounis, but I wonder what truth that is, because that man is like a stinky onion with so many layers. You peel one back. He has lied about the whole thing with Victor. He is conspiring with Teresa to disenfranchise Xander from his inheritance so that they can try and steal money from Alex as well as Maggie. Constantine thinks he is owed all this money. Remember, he asked Teresa to get the prenup out of the safe and tear it up. There's so many things. Plus, Constantine has that pawn card that he is using against John to try and target Steve. There's the whole Katerina mess. There is so much to think about. So I don't know if she's going to get all the truth or some of the truth, but nonetheless, Constantine keeps pushing forward with wedding plans, and he tries to get Sarah Horton on his side because he doesn't want to lose the progress he has made so far with Maggie. Stefan DiMera agrees to help Ava and Harris take down Clyde Weston once and for all after they find out some really disturbing information in that black book. I love James Reed, but I do think it's time for Clyde to go. He needs a dirt nap. He is a bad dude. Meanwhile, Xander accuses Stefan of setting him up for Harris Michael's shooting. Xander is spot on. That is exactly who set him up. So I wonder how he figures it out. That'll be fun to see. We're going to wrap up the week on Friday, May 10th with episode 185 of season 59. Paulina Price is so very upset about Chanel Dupree and this high-risk pregnancy because she put her daughter at risk. But then again, if she hadn't gone to get Chanel, Chanel might have died from exposure in the cold. So it's a Sophie's choice. It's very hard. And while Paulina is upset, she runs into Julie Williams. Maybe Julie can calm her down and provide some comfort. Chad and Thomas head to visit Abigail DiMera's grave on Mother's Day. Mother's Day falls on Sunday, May 12th. And we do have this new character, Berris, coming, who is supposed to be some sort of dead ringer for Abigail. I mean, clearly she doesn't look like Marcy Miller. Annalyn McCord does not. But maybe if everybody says she does, then we just have to accept it. I don't know how they're going to play that. Chanel talks to Johnny about whether he wants to keep their child or terminate the pregnancy, given that it's early in their marriage and it's high risk and the radiation exposure and so many things to think about. Tate has brunch with Teresa at the bistro, I'm assuming for Mother's Day, when EJ, Nicole, and Holly show up there too and things get awkward. Meanwhile, Eric gives Sloan a very special gift for Mother's Day, but I think we know she's not going to be a mom for very much longer. All right, those are all of the weekly spoilers. Drop your comments on what you are excited to see. Subscribe if you haven't, and definitely come back soon. And as always, this is Belinda from Soap Dirt, talking Days of Our Lives 7 days a week.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.